Beautiful day in the neighborhood. 69 degrees out here. Let me go turn this thing off real quick so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. So I'll keep talking so it doesn't pick up anything wrong. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I don't want to shut my stuff down on my videos. So when I cut that out, so I'd have a straight shot. What I'm doing here, we know from here to there is perfect because of the jig. Okay, but from there to there and there to there, we need to make an X pattern to make it square. Because these can move back and forth. They don't have pins in them like the ones up front because the factory didn't require that. Basically, the factory went from the center of that pin to the center of your shackle here, or your shackle hole, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I have to do, is run from there to here. This has got to be 69 and 11/16, I believe. I'll have to look again and make sure, but it needs to be a perfect X. Then what I'm going to do is come back up here, drill me some little 1/8" holes and a couple of these good ones here, front and back, and then I'm going to run my my little bolts down through them. That way I have a place that'll go exactly back in this area, because what has to happen here, I'm going to pull these frame rails back out and I'm going to box them. When I go to boxing them, I need to make sure that I don't warp them. Okay, so when I put the new plate in and everything and I start welding, I need to make sure that my welds are equal and all that kind of stuff. That way when I put them back in, if my bolts and everything don't line up like they're supposed to, I'll know I've warped my frame rails. So I'm going to go ahead and do this first. That way we know if it slides right back into the holes where they should have been after it's boxed, then I'll know I'm good to go. I am going to box this probably whole frame as far down as I can, because I have to cut out for my my wheel tubs. You know, I haven't got to cut the frame out, so I want that boxed, and I'll just cut all that out, make the little template pattern. It'll make it stronger being boxed there as well, so that'll give me a little bit more rigidity too. What else? That's it. Yeah, yesterday I cut this out. I didn't make a video. I actually did make a video, but thought I wasn't going to upload it because why? I mean, it's more of that. So, but yeah, it's fitting. Everything seems to be good. So now we're just going to square it up and lock these down real quick just with some bolts. And then I'll probably have to run to the store. I still need to lop this one. No, this one. I got to cut that one down. So when I pull these back out, I'll cut that one down, and then we're going to start the boxing process more than likely. So that's what I got going there. All right, see ya. All right, I think we got these rails square. Squares, we're going to get them, that's for sure. These plumb bobs here, one over there, found the center of the pin. Cut the floor out through here. Run all the way back to the center of your shackle deal on each side. Got them square as we could. I love the way it's sitting, nice on both sides, squared up. Looks good. These pretty much centered with the holes here on both sides. Pretty happy with that. So we got her clamped, and I'm getting ready to do this little number right here with 1/8 inch, and I'm going to find me probably 4 spots to put them to where I can get them right back in the same little holes. So that's what I'm fixing to do now, and then we'll be taking these things back out and getting them boxed and the whole thing. So see ya. Alright guys, here's what we're looking at. These frame rails. I've got a little bit of a gap right here. Looks like that needs to actually come up probably 3/16 of an inch or so. So I got to figure out a way, and I tried this thing to push that up. I'm thinking the car may need to relax in that area because if it got hit in the ass end. So I don't know. Same on the other side. Show you this side here. You can see right there, you can see the space in there. That's 3/16. Now, up here, I don't know how well that'll show. From right here, it's good. And down here, it's good. It's just this area from here to here that's got a gap. So, like I said, I don't know if this piece right here got crushed up like that maybe and caused it to move away from the, when the frame rails got pushed in. So I've got to, I don't want to obviously bend the frame rails. I want to bend this back down to the frame rails. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to do that. And I don't know what that'll entail. But I'm getting mini tubs. So all of this, probably through here's coming out. All of that'll come out. The center tub, this will all come out. All this is coming out. So yeah, I'm not real, not real concerned about it at this point. But right now, with the way I've got all this stuff set up, I don't have a whole lot of strength right here right now. I've got basically this and this little piece here, and that's it. The rest of it is I've cut out, so it's kind of made this area a little bit weaker, so I don't want to be, torquing around on it too much right through there. But yeah, you can see an air gap through there, or at least I can from here. Like I said, it's about 3/16. I measured it out. It's 187 thousandths or 80 some thousand, something like that. But everything else looks real good except for this. That one little area right there just needs to be squatted down. And yeah, I could use self-tapping screws and probably pull that up or something, but I don't really want to do that. I really want to pull the car down to those rails. And I don't know the self-tapping screws are going to be strong enough to do that. So, but we'll kick it around and figure out what we're going to do. Got a lot of progress done over the last few days, I feel like, though, so pretty happy with that. I said I tried to use this. I pulled that up, squashed those frame rails together, and then squeezed this thing to where it actually pulled that up tight, or tried to. It still wouldn't pull it up in that area. So it's not quite enough strength to do it. I was actually hoping to pull the car down to it, but didn't work that way. Also, back here, that center piece comes out because I've got a box that my 4-link coilovers go up into, so that piece has got to come out. So here's another thought. If all that comes out, that gives me access to the inside of this. Okay, so then I could possibly run a bolt or something through here and crank this down to it, which who knows, it may bend the rail up to it, I don't know, but I will be taking that section out at some point because I have, and it's buried and all that shit, but it's basically a box that the coilovers will go up into, and it fits right in here. So anyway, that's it for today, and yeah, see you.